Greetings. Excuse me, Elder Blacklight. The flavor that will save you and the kind of knowledge you won't get in college. We gotta hurry up because time is fleeing us fast. So I'm an FOR soldier in the Nation of Islam. I'm trying to unite my people through using an intelligent analysis of the times, and with the black man and woman here in America, all over the planet, what we must do because it's about us. I got to try to make you realize this. So, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad always said, go to the root. So we left off talking about America's fallen and she needs a war with Iran for positioning, for strategic airstrikes. She needs that part because the brothers and sisters over in Africa are rejecting the Caucasians' policies, trying to impose their policies on the Africans. They realize that they've been colonized in Europe, France and England and different parts of Europe and America. Even though they got different names, but they all the same. The white people trying to exploit the minerals and everything that they need to run their machines on. You can't find it nowhere else but over in Africa. Africa got plenty of oil. All the resources in the world is over there. And Africa could be the largest continent on the planet. But the white man went over there and chopped it all up. Divide and conquer. Now, America, you check the moves out what Biden made to prove what I'm saying is true. He has no more oil reserves. I mean, he got them, but they're kind of thin, So he want to impose his beliefs over there in Africa. So he want them to worship homosexuality. So we never know. We don't talk about what the Bible say now. All the ministers, the black ministers, they don't say what the Bible say. To the Caucasian leadership, to the president. You don't hear them preaching to the President of the United States why you pass a policy that in the Bible it states that homosexuality is wrong and is punishable by death. And then they try to tell you that with Jesus and Moses, when Moses put the 10 Commandments on them, Jesus said, no, you ain't got to do it like that, like what Moses said. The Bible been tampered with because they're opposing one another. That's divide and conquer, see. Old Testament against the New Testament. Because, see, when you go through the supreme wisdom, you find out that bestiality, the caveman was making love with the dog, the caveman and woman was freaking with the dog, doing unusual sex acts. The caveman homosexuality started with him. You see? Now, when we go back and go to the root and compare our history with modern times, you go to the root of it, you see it all, mostly all of this war, all of this homosexuality, and started with the caveman. When you compare the history of Alexander, he was the first one to conquer Egypt. When over in Africa, they had a library. The Africans was that advanced. So he took the library over. But we had knowledge and libraries all scattered all over. Now a whole lot of our history is encoded in the pyramids, in the Sphinx. You know, we call it Menenetu, right? So the tribe of Shabazz, we from around there. Who is the tribe of Shabazz? Those are the prisoners of war, made slaves that were brought over here in 1555 by John Hawkins on the ship Jesus. See, y'all don't know about that. They don't teach about that part. So then you go to Alexander the Great, or aka Nimrod. Now Nimrod is in the Bible. So it's two, he got two names. He got Alexander, then he got Nimrod. And then he got his birthday switched around with what they say Jesus' birthday on December the 25th. Celebrated as Christmas. But we really celebrating Nimrod. Then you got Julius Caesar. He was over there in Egypt messing with Cleopatra. You know, this is in Africa. You know, then you got Constantine, a Roman. Julius Caesar was a Roman. Alexander the Great was a Greek. The Romans, so Alexander say that the Romans, one of them say that the Romans burnt down the library of Alexandria with all our books in them. No, but they didn't do that. Not all of them. I don't believe it. Some people believe it. They shipped them over to the Vatican. That's why you see the Pope praying to Shrine of the Black Madonna, because they know, the Masons know who God is. So then you go to Constantine of Rome, and then you go to the Inquisitions. After the Inquisitions, you go to the Pope, and then you go to King James, and then you go to the Rothschilds, and then you go to the Federal Reserve. Now you're going to the war that they have. All this is in the Bible. This is to be continued, okay? You got to continue this because the war is escalating, and you got to know why, what the black man role is, and I'm Black Light. Assalamu alaikum.